A lot of people want to know how busy Disneyland is going to be before they actually get there. And there's actually a way that you can use Disneyland's schedule to figure out how busy they are expecting it to be. Because if anyone's going to know how busy they usually are during a given time of year, it's going to be Disneyland themselves. First off, you want to look at the fireworks schedule. If fireworks are not scheduled to happen every night, that usually means they are not expecting a lot of crowds. If it's even moderately busy at all, they always make sure there are nightly fireworks shows. So if it's only on the weekends or only on certain days, crowds are probably going to be a little bit less. The only exception would be during Mickey's Halloween party, which kind of throws everything out of whack. You'll also want to look at the refurbishment schedules. The more attractions that are slated to be closed, the slower Disneyland is expecting it to be. They always make sure during their busiest seasons that there are as few attractions closed for refurbishment as possible. In fact, during their busiest times, there are no attractions scheduled to be closed at all. So the more attractions that you see on that list, the fewer crowds there are going to be. It's something I use to be able to figure out how busy the park is expected to be, the park hours. Disneyland will post their park hours up to 60 days in advance, and the longer they are slated to be open on any given day, the more crowds they are anticipating for that day. Disneyland's peak hours go from 8 a.m. to midnight, and California Adventure's peak hours go from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. If you ever see a time where both parks are scheduled to be open to their peak hours, then that means they are expecting a lot of visitors. If even one park is open a little bit less than peak hours, the crowds are expected to be just slightly thinner. On the opposite end of the coin, if Disneyland isn't scheduled to be open until like 10 a.m., they are not expecting a lot of people. There are a couple of exceptions to that. During May and June, California Adventure has grad nights, and so the park will always close at 9 instead of 10, even on the peak days, but that's because of a special event that they have in the evenings. And also during Halloween time, any night there's Mickey's Halloween party, Disneyland will be slated to be closed at 6 or 7, but that's not because they're not expecting a lot of people, that's because of a private event again. Now these ideas are not flawless. Disneyland does get it wrong sometimes, but it at least gives you a pretty good idea. About 8 times out of 10, what they have expected to happen is what happens. So if nothing else, it helps you plan your day a little bit better so you're not stuck in huge lines all day long because you weren't aware that there was going to be so many people. Okay, that's it for right now. I know it's a kind of short and sweet video, but it's a lot of good information for you guys to use. Let me know if it came in handy for you guys. In the meantime, go ahead and give us a like and subscribe for more videos, and we will see you guys next week. Okay, see ya.